Brundage police are investigating that brawl between football players. Ken Curtis breaking this story on the News 4 app in our newsroom with those developments. Ken, what did police tell you?
Well, Kinsley, Brundage Police Chief Sam Green says his officers are working with the Alabama High School Athletic Association in what he calls a joint investigation. In a statement, Chief Green doesn't mention charges, but the fact that the police are continuing looking at this fight seems to indicate they're not ruled out. I spoke with Pike County District Attorney James Tarbox this morning. Mr. Tarbox told me nobody has contacted his office about filing charges. For misdemeanor arrest, officers must witness suspected crimes. Tarbox said officers could file charges based not only what they saw in person, but also video recordings of that game. Now, Kinsley, if there are arrests, and that does seem unlikely, names of those under 18 would be kept private under Alabama's juvenile laws.
Ken Curtis with yet another angle on the brawl at Brundage. Thank you so much for that report.